In this quick tip, which is part of a series on mixing, we'll look at a typical rhythm section of drums, bass, and guitar. But today we'll just focus on the guitars themselves. Now while this piece starts with bass, the guitars come in together. To make them a little bigger in the mix, they were double tracked, meaning each part was recorded independently of each other. So the first mic is on a Mesa Boogie cabinet, and it's a Royer 121 ribbon. That's a 421 Sennheiser. They each have their own character. So on the Royer mic, I'm going to add a little reflective room sound using a Sonnox Reverb reflective room. Here's the send. Let's turn it off. Just want to add a little bit of depth to the sound, almost like you had a room mic on the cabinet. Since there's a lot of kick and bass in this song, I don't need all the low end from the guitar, so I'll filter it down. Now I want to cut a little mid-range, so I'll sweep it high, right there, and pull it down, just to add some clarity. Now I'm going to add a little edge. We'll do the same thing, sweep it, right there, just add a little bit. Now remember, this is blended with another microphone, so you have to hear them together. Put that there. There's the 421, which is a brighter mic in general. So I'll lower it and raise it until it sounds good, right about there. That may not sound great on its own, but they work together. Now sometimes I'll actually change the panning on one of the microphones to make the stereo width bigger on one side. So I'll move it up and listen to it. Let's hear that. There's tighter. All the way to the right. Right around there sounds good. Remember, this was double tracked with the same mic, same cabinet, so I have to change this sound a little bit on this side. Now let's focus on the other side a bit. Listen to each mic. There's the darker of the two. Let's add a little bit of inflator to this, just a touch. You raise the effect up pretty high. Just want some edge. Let's start over. Just to find a little picking attack. There it is. We're using this subtly. Now we'll pan the 421 opposite of the other Royer. Again, we're going to filter out the bottom and just add a little top this time. This will help the bass and kick punch through later. Sweep it. Some nice edge there, that's good. Let's put them together. And add in the double track. Now that's working basically, but always you make the final adjustments when it's in the track. We'll bypass the effects, we're using them subtly, remember. Okay, we could use a little bit more. That's what I mean by adjusting in the track. The double track guitars are doing the work by themselves. And that'll do it. Now we'll push that reverb at the end a bit. So there's some subtle use of double tracking, EQ, inflator, and panning to punch guitars through a mix.